Hello everybody, General here today, and we're in for another episode of how to make magenta wool. Well, how do we do that? We'll start by stepping outside of our mansion for a second, and we're going to be needing trees. So we can locate trees, it'll give us wood, and we've got lots of trees here. Now what we do is into our mansion, what we then do, so into our mansion, what we then do, guys, of course, is now, so into our mansion, what we're going to be doing is grabbing our crafting table, not crafting table, our wood that we've acquired, and it's going to give us, guys, what's called planks, right? So any planks we can make what we call a crafting table. So now that we've got a crafting table, we turn over to our crafting table, and into our crafting table, I'll be demonstrating two ways we can make our white wool. So the first is through strings, 4 strings, which you get from spiders that appear during the night. You kill those and they give you white wool. Our second way, guys, of course, is using a furnace. So your furnace can be made using our cobblestone like this, and it'll give us our furnace. And cobblestone, by the way, comes from mining something called stone. So now what we do, guys, is we enter our furnace, and we'll put our coal in the bottom. Our coal comes from our coal ore, and we'll put our iron ore, which is the top, which is this one. And then it gives us, of course, our iron ingots, which is right here. Now, using our iron ingots, what we're going to be doing, of course, is we're going to place 2, one there, one there. We're going to get our shears. And with that, we'll use it on sheep, by the way, and then we'll be able to acquire the wool. What we also need to do, guys, of course, is using, let me see if I can find it. Yep, oh, there it is. Okay, so now, because what we're going to be doing now is, now that we've figured out the 2 ways to make white wool, we're going to need to kind of modify the wool a bit. So first is lilac, right? If you put lilac here, the easy way to make magenta is by having a lilac flower, and you get magenta dye. The second way to do it, of course, guys, which is a little bit more difficult, but you'll have to mix 2 colors together, right? So you're going to be mixing your pink and your purple. Your pink comes from something called peony, and then the other one comes from your it comes from red and white dye. Also together, it gives you pink dye. And finally, what gives you pink dye? It's a lily. It's a pink tulip. So 3 ways for that, which is really creative, by the way. Now we get straight into doing it. So whichever way you want to pick in order to make your magenta, it's still just as useful. So we'll go with I'll just go with making another magenta dye using this, and basically, yep, there we go. So basically, what we are going to be doing now is, where is it? Right here, placing our magenta dye alongside our white wool, and ladies and gentlemen, we've got ourselves our magenta wool. So thank you guys so much for joining me in this video. This is what it looks like, by the way. And if you like what you see, guys, please like, comment, and most important, subscribe to, first of all, guys, get notified when I make more content like this, by streaming, and also posting lots of videos, and obviously the second would be, of course, to if you subscribe, it gives me the motivation and the strength, of course, to keep making more content like this for the fans. So thank you guys so much for joining me in this episode. Have a nice one. Ciao.